now on to awards. We have more awards.
Yeah. So our final award for the day is the Pioneer Award.
And pioneers are known for their adventurous spirit, seeking opportunity, exploring the unknown. The Pioneer Award recognizes an individual or a team in the realm of addiction recovery that has the courage and the determination to create a new path.
As we think about preventing adverse childhood experiences and ensuring our students are supported in their behavioral health needs, we could think of no greater example than this recipient. We are excited to share with you this year's award winner of the 2020 Recovery Reinvented Pioneer Award. Hello, Principal Real and team.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, we're good. We hope we're catching you at a good time in the middle of a school day today.
Absolutely, you catch us at a perfect time.
Well, it's great to see all of you and your team, Principal Real, and great to see that you're social distancing and you're taking all those good things to take care of yourselves and all your students at Simle. And I know you guys have been on a bunch of team calls and a bunch of Zoom calls, so this might be one of the stranger ones that you've had so far. But we've got some exciting news to share with you and your team.
Simle team, for your dedication in successfully implementing a holistic system of care for student behavioral health, where every employee in the school is trained to identify unmet needs in students, we are so excited to present you with the Recovery Reinvented 2020 Pioneer Award. Yay!
Thank you. Thank you. This is awesome. I mean, our staff and our kids and our parents, they work so hard and to make this all possible, and for us to do the things we do. You don't do it with just one or even a half dozen people. You do it with a whole team of people.
Well, we know it's a team effort, and on behalf of the First Lady and myself and everybody involved with Recovery Reinvented, we want to say thank you to the team at Simle for being leaders in the state to develop a template for schools to copy across the state to support behavioral health needs of North Dakota's next generation of leaders and innovators. And as you know, of course, there's been a pilot project approved, which is rolling out across Class B rural schools, tribal school. And so again, Simle's been leading the way. Congratulations for being the Pioneer Award for 2020.
Thank you so much. And ironically, Governor, we just met with the other two schools this morning and their teams. So we are happy to help them and any schools in North Dakota who are interested in doing the work that we're doing here at Simle. Our doors are always open and willing to assist any way we possibly can.
Well, thank you so much for being a leader. Thank you for taking the time to meet with the other pilot schools that are coming online. And while we have a minute, maybe you just want to share with us some of the key learning that you and your team had coming out of your first year doing this.
Absolutely. I think one of the things that we learned the most, and I know I learned considerably, was to be patient and to really focus on remembering that mental health and behavioral health is for all. We sometimes think it's just for maybe, a slight part of our population of students, but often it's for all kids. So when you approach it that way, it gets all staff involved, because we really want to make sure that we give every student and every staff member an opportunity to grow and to learn together. But then I think as that progresses and as that piece evolves, you start to collect better data. Your analysis of that data becomes much more dialed in. And then you really can start to focus your resources and efforts, whether it's time or financial resources, to those kids and families who really need it, while still making sure that all other kids, and I don't think there's a better time, in my professional career for this type of work, with all of the challenges that COVID and the remote learning and some of those things, sprang upon us last spring. And even now, we feel we have systems in place to be very responsive and very assistive to our students and to our families.
We know there's a lot of great data that shows that the punitive approach, which has been in schools, not just since I was in junior high and high school, but for hundreds of years, and moving towards really a restorative empowerment approach. What's been the biggest challenge in terms of changing the hearts and minds of staff and faculty to help people understand that a new approach to an old problem may actually work better?
Yeah, great question. And I think the piece, first of all, if they see people in positions like principals and assistant principals or superintendents, when we shift some of our thinking of that every negative behavior needed a consequence, but we never really seem to address the behavior. We would always see the same students, the same types of behaviors, and we would never really address that. So I think really taking a step back and thinking in terms of interventions rather than consequences. And that took some time. It took some time with me. It took some time with many of our staff members. But it also took a partnership with the people I've mentioned before, but also with our Police Youth Bureau and our Juvenile Court, and sharing with them some of the systems that we have in place and some of the things that we do with kids at the school level to hopefully keep kids out of that school to prison pipeline and out of that type of reactive type of behavior. So it really, it takes time, and it takes educating everyone, educating parents, educating teachers, really focusing on these kids staying in school. Our assistant principals and our support staff here at Simle have done a great job of finding ways to keep kids in our building, in school, not suspending them out of school, but keeping them here where they can, not only learn, the academic piece, but also address the behaviors and fill in some of those gaps that maybe are challenges for some of our kids. But it really has to be a mindset and a shift. And it really has also changed how we hire and how we staff. You have to have people that think the same way, that see, the greater good. And I often refer to as kind of the long game with these kids. And we have to be patient. We have to be very fluid in terms of our response to kids and families, but also making sure they're safe and they're well, and removing any types of obstacles so kids can have access to mental health services and behavioral health services has become a huge learning piece for us. And I think some of the things we've learned and some of the things that working with the state and DHS and Chris Jones and his whole crew has really allowed us to do is to help break down some of those barriers so kids can have access every step of the way.
Well, fantastic. Well, I'm sorry we're going to have to let you go, but we are so grateful for the work that you do, and congratulations on this award, so well deserved. And again, thank you for helping all these other schools and helping so many young people. It's so needed. Thank you.
I just want to say in closing again, congratulations to you and the entire team on this recognition. Very well deserved. And Principal Reel, inspiring to hear the stories you've just shared, because one of the greatest gifts that we can give the students of today is a role model example that we as adults ourselves can maintain our curiosity, our desire to learn, and our desire to change, and our desire to create new approaches. Because when they see us learning and growing, that's an inspiration for them. So thanks for you and your team to being an inspiration for the whole state, and hope you have a fantastic rest of the day, and stay healthy, stay safe, and let's keep those kids in school.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, I want to again say congrats to Simle. Great story, great work that they're doing. We hope to, those expanded pilots, we're looking forward to seeing the results from those. We'd love to see this get across all the states in all 174 of our school districts across the state. 120,000 K-12 kids in North Dakota. This is about moving the dollars upstream, meeting students where they are, helping addressing these needs early. If we can do that, we can maybe change the course of their life, and that's going to give us an opportunity. That'll take pressure off our healthcare system, our correction system, better, healthier families. The benefits are enormous. And again, a little bit of money goes a long way when you move it upstream. So let's just keep going in that direction. And thanks to everybody on the front lines that's making it happen.